100 Nobel laureates, including the Dalai Lama and Australia's Peter Doherty, are calling on world leaders to stop the expansion of fossil fuels. Professor Doherty joins me live now. Of course, he's the patron and namesake of the Doherty Institute. Thank you for your time, as always, Professor Doherty. Why did you sign on with your fellow Nobel laureates to this? Explain your thinking for us ahead of what is an important summit to be convened by Joe Biden.
Karen, I've been involved for some years now in trying to communicate about climate change. It's not my field of science. As people will realise, I'm basically in viral immunity, and I've been talking largely about COVID, and I've been massively obsessed with that for the past year. But I have written books and attended various international symposia, talked a lot to climate scientists, and have been involved in trying to communicate about this. And so when this call came out, I checked out what was being asked, and I'm in total agreement, so I signed on.
And in terms of what's not being done now, what sort of leadership would you like to see?
I think we can't be serious about trying to rapidly decrease global emissions of greenhouse gases, which, as we know, substantially come from burning fossil fuels, not totally, but substantially, without cutting back on the use of fossil fuels. I would have thought that was reasonably obvious. And climate change is not a local issue, it's a global issue. So fossil fuels that are burnt anywhere on the planet impact on our well-being. And if we're a major fossil fuel exporter, then basically, if we're going to make a real contribution, we have to do what we can to cut that supply chain. And I hadn't been watching this closely. I saw the Four Corners report last week, I think it was, and I was absolutely amazed by what was being said about this gas-led recovery idea. Now, the plan is to massively expand fossil fuel production and exports. There is no way we're making a positive contribution to ameliorating the consequences of global warming by increasing our level of fossil fuel export and production.